Well, also within the last hour, the Biden administration is calling a Florida lawmaker's decision to send a 6-week abortion ban to the governor's desk dangerous.
Once signed, the bill will outlaw abortions past 6 weeks in most cases. The sponsor of one of those bills, who represents Fort Myers, says it's part of changing a standard in our state.
Ultimately, our goal is to create a society where abortion is unthinkable.
Now, while lawmakers voted on the House version, a protest took place inside the state's Capitol building as opponents spoke out against the 6-week abortion ban and sang "Lean on Me" in the chamber, as you are seeing and hearing here. Now, both of the bills went to important votes today, and our Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders was there to document it with us.
Forrest joins us live from Tallahassee with the details. And Forrest, the question here, of course, is what happens next?
Well, I want to tell you just how controversial this vote was in the House chamber behind me. So controversial, in fact, we didn't see votes from 9 of the members. But we did also see some Republicans joining with Democrats in opposition of the measure. In the end, however, it wasn't enough. The GOP supermajority in this chamber pushing through the policy. Now on to the governor's desk. Near the Capitol, protesters who spent nearly a week camping outside, hoping to draw attention to what they consider a dangerous and potentially deadly piece of policy.
We are so mad at what's happening here in Florida, and we want to sound the alarm to the entire United States.
The bill cuts current law from 15 weeks to just 6, with limited exceptions for human trafficking, rape, incest, and fatal fetal conditions.
This bill, cited as the Heartbeat Protection Act, values and protects life.
That's bill sponsor Rep. Jenna Persons-Malika, who told us this year her policy is a step towards a total abortion abolishment.
Ultimately, our goal is to create a society where abortion is unthinkable, where every mother and has the support and knows the options for adoption, and that folks will be there standing with her during this process.
She and other Republicans note that 6 weeks is around the time cardiac activity can be detected, but it's also before many know they're pregnant.
What this is really about is an outright ban on abortion.
The House Minority Leader and other Democrats vowing to do everything they can to stop this bill, worried women will turn back to dangerous and deadly options if access to the procedure is cut.
We are ready, we are sharp, we are prepared. We have filed over 60 amendments, and we intend to give them the fight of their lives.
On the floor, the amendments were pruned to 48. They included changing the name of the bill to the Forced Pregnancy Act, adding more exemptions, and trying to make the policy more palatable to the minority party. So far, all have failed, which was expected after the House Speaker said he didn't have time for changes.
We're not going to change the bill at this point because then we have to bounce the bill back. So mechanically, we'd have to send it all the way back to the Senate, gobble up another legislative day on that bill. We're just not going to do that.
A frustrating reality for opponents.
Ladies and gentlemen,
who briefly interrupted things inside the chamber, getting removed but keeping the pressure and noise up outside. Now vowing retribution at the ballot box.
I absolutely think that they're going to see a blue wave in 2024 if they go ahead and pass this.
At the Capitol, I'm Forrest Saunders, Fox 4. Now, even with the governor's expected signature on this piece of policy, it really is all going to come down to the Florida Supreme Court. They're going to be the final decision makers on whether or not the policy takes effect. They are set to consider the legality of the current law 15 weeks. If they strike it down, the 6-week ban will go out the window as well. That's the latest out here at the Capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.